In this video, we are going to talk about 6 ways to find awesome Instagram hashtags for your posts in 2019. My name is Meredith, and this is the Meredith Callagher Show, where we talk about marketing strategy for doctors. I believe that hope is not a strategy. Every doctor should put a plan in place to get more patients through the doors or more customers. Hashtags can build your brand, help boost a marketing campaign you've got going, and help your target audience find you. So you hashtag a post, and then what happens? Well, audiences can discover you when they search a hashtag on the hashtag page. The goal is to be as high as you can on that hashtag page so more people can find you, right? So what determines where you'll be on the page? There's about 4 things. First, how popular is that hashtag? How often has it been used? Second, when are you using it? Meaning there are quite a few old posts on those hashtag pages. So if you were one of the first people to hashtag it, then obviously you have a better chance, right, of showing up on the page. And then a lot of times Instagram doesn't move you. You're still on that page. That's kind of cool, right? The third is how many comments and likes do you have on that post? Usually a post is added to a hashtag page within an hour or 2 of when it's posted. So if you get a lot of likes and comments at the beginning, like we always like to teach, right? You try to post your Instagram posts when your users are more likely to be on Instagram. And if you will do that, and people will like and post right after you post your photo, then you have a better chance of showing up on the hashtag page. And fourth, the strength of your audience, right? So basically, how many followers you have. The stronger your audience, maybe the more likely Instagram is to put you on that hashtag page. And why? I mean, sometimes that's frustrating, but they're thinking about their other users. If you've shown Instagram that people like you, right, you have a lot of followers, then they want to introduce you to more people. So that's what determines where you fall on a hashtag page. Now, let's talk about the 6 ways that I like to find the hashtags that I'm going to use, and hopefully that you can apply this to your Instagram strategy. Knowing how to use hashtags is critical for an Instagram marketer in 2019. 3 things for sure that you need to know is on a post, you can use 30 hashtags. And there are different schools of thought on how many you should use, but I say go for 30. Maybe you want to use 28 in case one of your commenters wants to use a hashtag, then you won't have used them all up. But why not, if you have the opportunity to meet 30 new clients, wouldn't you take it? Right, so use those 30 chances to introduce yourself to new audiences. Second, I want you to know that you can use them in stories. A hashtagged story will give you the opportunity to show up on the Explorer page for that hashtag. Finally, something that's fairly new is you can use a hashtag in your profile on Instagram, and it's actually clickable. So I would suggest using a branded hashtag there, maybe hashtag your company name, so somebody could click on that and see all your previous posts there, or any of your clients that are talking great things about you when you encourage them to use your branded hashtag. Potential followers that are checking out your bio would see that if you put that clickable hashtag in your bio. So we know the important spots to use them on Instagram. Now let's go over the 6 methods that I like to use to come up with which 30 hashtags to put on each post. Number 1, check out what the influencers are doing in your space. I run the social media for the magazine I own, The Scout Guide Miami. On the TSG Miami Instagram followers are all Miami residents, or at least that's who my ICA is. And so I like to look what the other popular Miami micro influencers are hashtagging. It is their job to get discovered on Instagram, so might as well piggyback off the work they've done. For you, look at which influencers are popular in your space, right? Depending on which city you're in, you can look at some of your followers who they're following and go check out those influencers and see the hashtags on their posts. Number 2, use trending hashtags. Now, how do you find trending hashtags? Look at your competitors, or maybe you know other people that you follow in your niche that are doing great on Instagram. And if you're not following those types of people, Go do it now. If you are a dentist, go find some dentists who you really like what they're doing on Instagram. They will definitely inspire you for your feed. I don't want you to copy them, but for sure other like Scout Guide owners, for instance, give me ideas what to post on my feeds. When you're following your competition or other people in your industry, check out what tags that they're using. I also found, and I haven't used this tool, so I'm gonna look at the name, but there's a tool that you can use that I've had some great referrals on that will help you find trending hashtags, and the name of it is RightTag. So you could go to righttag.com. I use something similar for these YouTube videos, which called TubeBuddy. When I'm doing keyword research for YouTube videos, the keywords that I find there in TubeBuddy might also work great as hashtags. They show me the trends. First, look to your competition to find trends or other people in your industry, and then maybe you utilize some tools that are available online. Number three, be very specific. Look at the photo that you're posting and look for the objects in it and specify those objects. If you're a dentist, floss, any tools that you see in the photo. You never know when somebody in your audience is looking for something specific or about the brand of floss that you like to use. They might be looking for recommendations on that. Those specific items would be a great thing to hashtag in your Instagram post. Number 4, relevant hashtags. I'm differentiating from specific because what I want you to do here, and this is probably my favorite form of hashtag research, go to the search bar on Instagram and type in those specific words that we just used in the last idea, number 3. For relevant, we're gonna go to the search bar, put our specific words in, and Instagram is gonna suggest tags that are relevant to the other tags we've already used. All right? This is a great way to see some hashtags that might be great for your target audience and to see the count. How many times has it been used? There's not an exact science to this. If you try to get as small as possible, not for all of them, but maybe 1 or 2 that's only been used 1,000 times, and you can kind of scroll down and see in the search bar, but maybe used around 10,000 times would be good, because these numbers affect how many people find you. If the hashtag's been used 1,000,000 times, it's not gonna help you out much, right? Because you're gonna be amongst 1,000,000 choices for someone who's looking into a hashtag. But if it's only been used 1,000 times, you have much more great chance of being discovered. Got it? Okay, that was relevant hashtags. Number 5, create. Use your brain and create a branded hashtag. Now, it could be a version of your company name. Go ahead and put it in that search bar in Instagram. You definitely want to check that it's not being used for something that you don't want to be associated with, and you can check that out on the search bar. But use a branded hashtag, and if your name's real long, you might want to consider shortening it. It could be if you are a doctor with blue eyes and everybody knows you as Dr. Blue Eyes, that could be your branded hashtag. Branded hashtags are great to use because if you put them on every single post, your followers might start using them. In fact, you can encourage your followers to start using your branded hashtags, and it works, like I mentioned earlier, like a referral from your patients or clients, right? If I'm on Instagram and I'm searching for a dentist in Miami and I come across his clients using him quite frequently in their posts, then for sure I might be more likely to go to that dentist. So branded hashtags are a good thing. Number 6, create an unbranded but relevant hashtag. What do I mean by this? It's something that relates to your brand, but nowhere in no form uses your name or your company name. I have a really fun example. Charmin, I believe, right, definitely was a toilet paper company, started using a hashtag on Twitter that was hashtag from the seat. How funny is that, right? It implies that what people are doing when they are on the seat. That is very memorable, right? So you might reuse that, and when people go look who is behind from the seat hashtag, they'll see Charmin. Boom. Love it. If you could come up with a clever, I suggest funny, unbranded hashtag, this might even be an easier way to get your clients to start marketing for you, to start using that hashtag on their posts when they're talking about you. In fact, if it's funny enough, it might even encourage people to start posting from your office or after they visit you when they might not have thought to do so, but they really want a reason to use that funny unbranded hashtag. So it's a great tool to encourage and build your social media campaign on Instagram. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, please like it so other people will find it, and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a video. I'll be here every Tuesday morning. Happy hashtagging. Bye.